Well, great to see you, sir. Happy Tuesday, man. How is the week going?
Happy
How's
Tuesday.
preparation for a big fight coming up? How's life these days, Adriano? How are things?
Yeah, man. Yeah. We got some surprise of this offer of this matchup. It's a fight that I like, it means a matchup that give me back my motivation. So after being released of your one championship, I think that's one of the greatest fight could be offered for me, you know what I'm saying? So Um, I'm here at the American Top Team, making my training camp, and I have a good partner, so I'm happy and can't wait for this fight.
Yeah, man. Very excited for you to get the opportunity. A lot of fun things going on just in MMA right now. But yeah, man, you mentioned it right there. Let's kind of go through the time of things, Adriano, because a lot happening, right? You mentioned the release, man. Like, it's been a year since your last fight, and you were a big name
Yeah.
for one former champ. All these things, like what led to the departure, man? How did we get to this point in the first place?
Um, I never fought in another organization. My whole career was built up in a one championship. Um, so my contract expired last August 30th. So after that, I was asking for a fight. Nobody like answer me like, hey John, you're gonna have fight this date or this that, but I didn't have any answer back from the one team. So after that, I asked to be released. Say okay, okay. Of course, my contract was expired, so I don't have contract anymore.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So I asked them, so you guys want to negotiate something? You guys want to like me to come back and fight? You guys have any fight for me coming up? What do you guys want, by my
Yeah.
part? So let's work. So they say, no, you don't have any fights, Adrian. So, okay, you don't have any fights. So my contract expired. I don't want to resign. So I want to just close this book and life's going on, you
Mhm.
know? So, but otherwise, I have the match of a period. Like the one championship contract, they have a match of period. So this
Mhm.
match period was 1 year. So, oh my God, I cannot wait like 1 year out. I want to come back and fight. The time's fly and I just get old. I don't get young anymore. Say I just wanna come back and have fun and fight. So after that, I have to show them a match offer. So a manager reached me out and offered this fight against Mokaev. So I like that because the event is gonna be good. It's gonna be here in Los Angeles, so I don't have to travel to Asia.
Mhm.
So let's try. So I show up in the offer. Okay, John, I'm gonna release you. I think you gotta have a good relationship with the team, so they could release me to make this fight happen. So that's why it happened.
All right, interesting, man. So they didn't try to match it at all? Because I know that was you had the window there, right? They just let you nice and easy.
Yeah, they just let me go. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that is good, man. Because it's been interesting. One of the reasons I want to talk to you, Adriano, besides the fight coming up, was like I've been talking to some other fighters who obviously have been released lately. It seems like one is kind of going away from MMA. So you're not the only fighter who has like not been getting fights and kind of gone through similar situations. I've heard of them matching and kind of playing around with some other fighters and locking them in, and even pay decreases like per fight. Have you heard any of that? You didn't have to deal with it. What's kind of been your experience or with other things around that?
Yes, brother. I mean, one championship since the beginning, so I was there when they one champion rise up. I think I helped you out when they rise up in MMA, the MMA world. Like I'm telling you about the mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
When we were in the mainstream of MMA was around like 2018,
Mm-hmm.
2019. When the Dimitri Johnson arrived. Also,
Yeah.
it gave to one championship a lot of like visions, a lot of views. The viewership for sure in that time like increased a lot. But after that, I think they start focus a lot in Muay Thai and in strike discipline.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Thai fighters and stuff, they push a lot the kickboxers, Muay Thai athletes. So they start throw a little bit the MMA to the corner,
Yeah.
right? And like an MMA athlete, you get a lot of like upset with that,
Hmm.
you know? So that's that's what I think that's happened in one championship. You know, they try to focus a lot and strike discipline and forgot a little bit about MMA, right?
Yeah.
And that's what's happening right now. That's why a lot of MMA fighters get upset with the organization.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the shift from them kind of primarily going to Thailand now in the past so many years, right? Was that kind of a different thing for you to have to, everything ended up going to Thailand from, we had all the Singapore events and everything, and now they're like almost, obviously they're going to Japan again, or that's the plan, but they shifted to Thailand, right? So that was a big indicator.
Yeah, yes. I know they change everything, right? I think they take the one championship off and move
Yeah.
on to Bangkok. I think just to focus more like Muay Thai kickbox matches, because over there they have really big support of Muay Thai government. I
Hmm.
think that's helped them a lot to make the events happen. So I think for them it's much better, right? Um, yeah, it is what it is. I think karma is real. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like if you did something wrong in the past, now they just pay off.
Did you have any interest in doing like Muay Thai or kickboxing? Did that ever be an option for you?
Uh, no, really, no, really. I think I like to watch
Yeah.
for sure, but for me, I prefer MMA. For me, MMA is the most complete sport in the world. I get everything that I have. You get everything that you have. Put inside the cage and let's the best win. Let's the best win. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the mixed martial arts come like globally the most complete sport ever.
Hmm.
That's why like MMA is getting bigger and bigger because in a fight nobody knows what's gonna happen. It's always 50-50, no matter what. Of course, you have the parlay. I think this guy's gonna win. This guy's,
Yeah.
but and the end of the day, it's 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows how was the preparation, now, who's gonna have that kind of lucky day, you know what I'm saying? That's happening a lot in MMA, so it's the most complete sport for sure.
Oh yeah, totally agree, man. That's the beauty of it, is that unpredictability, right? Yeah, you just never quite know what is exactly going to happen, man. But yeah, so I mean, with all that in mind, Adriano, like, how do you reflect on your run with one championship overall? Like, how do you look back on that time in your life and career at this point?
Bro, I'm just grateful and thankful for everything that I passed through with one championship. You know what I'm saying? Like I could learn a lot. I think I'm the only fighter in the one championship that fought in all the most important Asia capitals. So
Mm,
I could travel across Asia, bro. When I was young, like I was 25 years old, I was traveling across Asia and fight with the best guys they could put in front of me. Bro, the experience to live that is unique.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I fought in Japan. I fought the first main event in Cambodia. In Cambodia, I did. I fought in Myanmar, Vietnam. So Bangkok, what I'm saying, Malaysia, Singapore. So it's a kind of journey that I'm just grateful and thankful for one championship for me too to have this kind of discipline and courage to go there and make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the journey was crazy, but
Mm-hmm.
for sure, it
Yeah.
was crazy, but a lot of learning, ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? But in the end of the day, I'm just grateful and thankful for everything.
Do you have a proudest moment, man? I mean, a lot of great wins. Obviously, the Demetrius Johnson one will stand out, but like, is there something for you personally that you would say was your proudest moment?
Yeah, sure. I think me and DJ, uh, not just the first fight that I won, but I think the trilogy uh, the trilogy against him
Yeah.
was really like history. We made history together across Asia, and, we could make the first one championship event in American soil when we did our trilogy here in Colorado. So I can put it our trilogy as the biggest moment of my one championship career for sure. And the first fight, my big win. The second fight, the biggest loss of my career also, and came against one of the great. So uh, I don't need to be ashamed of that,
Hmm.
what I'm saying? And the trilogy was back and forth.
Yeah.
For me, I won that fight.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. It was good, also. And I think that's the big moment for sure.
Yeah, can't go wrong with those, man. It was definitely a unique time in the history books there. So very fun stuff, man. So yeah, I mean, last thing to close the door on one and move on forward, man. We did
Uh-huh.
mention some of the other fighters, though. I am curious, though, Adriano, like when you've heard stuff from people, and I think like one of the louder voices, just in like response to leaving one and stuff, was Reinier de Ridder. I don't know if you ever saw his comments, but if you did, what was your kind of reaction to hearing him kind of speak the way he did and recommend people not to go to, to one at this point? Obviously, he didn't have a very good time.
Uh, um, like I think I saw this comment that he did, but otherwise, René de Ridder is just René de Ridder that signed with UFC because he was one championship a double champion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think he can't deny everything that he passed through one championship to build up who is René de Ridder
Mhm.
today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he was former double champion of one championship. I think when he closed his relationship with one championship, have that back and forth and stuff. Uh, Now he's one of the biggest name of the UFC middleweight division.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But I think his career in one championship helped a lot to build up this René de Ridder. This René de Ridder you like to watch in UFC
Mhm.
nowadays. You know what I'm saying? We cannot deny this for
Yeah.
sure. You know.
Yeah.
But his comment is real, you know what I'm saying? I don't like I said, if I'm gonna comment, I say if you have the opportunity, if you are an MMA fighter nowadays, um, I think you have to see another options for sure for MMA fighters,
Yeah.
for mixed martial artists that bring some good platform show for you to showcase your talent, always your work ethic in a good platform. Uh, I'm not saying that one championship is not, but right now one championship is focused and striking
Yeah.
disciplines. If you are Muay Thai fighter, if you are a kickboxer, please go to one championship. They have
Right.
the
Right.
best platform ever right now. I think it's the best, better than like Glory and stuff.
Yeah. They're doing really good.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But if you are a mixed martial artist, I think you have to check it out other opportunities, another events for sure. Have a lot of like big organization that are growing up a lot, year by year. It's not just UFC, one championship, now PFL, Octagon MMA, they are doing a really great
Hmm.
work, Um KSW, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Rising in
the
Japan. Yeah.
Rising
Yeah.
Championship. So thank you God you have a lot of like option MVP right now
Yes.
coming strong, Let's see. Bro, I'm the side of the athletes, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, yeah, which more organization we have to work for
Hmm.
us is much better, The offer going to increase.
Hmm.
They want us to showcase.
Yeah. No, man. Yeah. The more options, the better. I mean, competition between everybody that just kind of builds everything to be stronger. So yeah, I think you're totally right there. And yeah, you mentioned MVP and the Netflix opportunity, man. I mean, like for you, what was like your reaction when this came to you? Kind of at the time of leaving one, it was like kind of perfectly aligned for you, right, man? Like, what was your reaction just when this was kind of the thing that came to you?
Yes, like I said, it's a really good fight. I think every fighter has a dream to go to UFC. Uh, but I could not like sign up straight to UFC after my releasement
Hmm.
because I'm come for a loss. So we have to come from a win. You know what I'm saying? And Mokaev is a good athlete. He's undefeated. He's young. He's prospect. You know, so he is the opponent that I wanna fight because if I win against him, I'm gonna open a lot of doors.
Hmm.
You know, if I have a good win against him, I have 100% sure I'm gonna a lot of opportunities gonna knock my door. So that's why I talked to my manager, my team, and say I know it's a tough fight, but I can do it. You know what I'm saying? I believe in myself, and this is a fight to make. You know, he is mine.
Of course, man. I mean, yeah, like obviously, I think people will still view him as kind of. He's still kind of a UFC guy, even though he's had fights after, leaving the UFC and still being one of the best, like you said, undefeated, which I think kind of makes your guys' fight like, for the hardcores, it's like the best fight. I mean, overall, really, you could say that obviously of the big fights at the top there, but it's a very exciting one that really I think caught a lot of people off guard, man. So like when you do look at Mokaev, I mean, I think you'll have the size advantage on him. What are kind of the things that you're looking to employ in this fight with him? Obviously, he's very strong on the ground, just a very technical guy, but where do you think the kind of advantages lay for you?
No. Yeah, sure. Like I have to put my experience on the table for
Hmm.
sure. Like I think my jiu-jitsu gonna have to work like detailedly in this fight. His wrestling is really aggressive. We cannot
Hmm.
deny it for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like he's he's the guy is really complete athlete. He's the guy he's came from MMA. You know what I'm saying? He's not like he was a wrestler, then he was a champion of world champion wrestling, then he went to MMA. You know, he's starting in MMA already. You know, he's young. He's starting this MMA discipline already. You know, as a wrestler. So he's young, but he's very experienced fighter. He fought in a lot of organization already. You know, he has a good jiu-jitsu, good grappler. So I think I have to push forward, push the pace and make my experience showcase to build up a really good win against him. You
Hmm.
know, push the pace, put some pressure, pu- put in some scramble in my jiu-jitsu and put my striking to work. I think that's the key for the picture for me.
Yeah, for sure, man. And this fight will be 125, right? It'll be a flyweight fight.
Yeah, it's 125. Yeah, after 8 years, I'm
I was
dropped
gonna
to
say,
125. Yeah, because
how was
uh,
that?
I, yes, I always was a flyweight fighter. When I became the first one championship champion was 125.
Hmm.
You know, I used to drop to 125 easily before. Then they changed the rule set of weightings, so that's why I was making 135 hydrated.
Right.
It's the same, you know what I'm saying? You have to weight 135, but you have to be hydrated, so the diet looks like the same, you know. Right now, I'm just gonna cut for 125 and I'm gonna make this fight happen.
So Adriano, there's always kind of different opinions I've heard from fighters who have fought for one, but like, is the hydration testing legit in your opinion? What are your thoughts on it now that you don't have to do it anymore?
Bro, yes, I think it's legit, you know. Bro, I always make my weight, you know. I always was hydrated, you know. I have the pen. They use the pen over there. I have one, so I think it works, but you never know, you know.
Yeah, definitely a complicated concept. So it's a unique one. But man, I am curious though, Adriano. Like we've touched on so many things here, and you like mentioned the UFC and just the possibilities that could come from a win here. Like, what is your ultimate goal going forward, man? Is it just kind of playing it fight by fight? Is it hard to kind of see past things? Of course, you don't want to look past Mokaev in this next fight here, but like, what is kind of the thing you're hoping to do? And I guess the next couple of years, right now, what is your big goal?
My big goal right now is like be healthy, like still living my dream, you know, still living my lifestyle. I love it, be a fighter. You know, I think since I born, I'm a fighter, so I like this lifestyle. So right now with my family living in United States, so for me it's just like do fight and fight, like uh build up my gym over here, like that I can pass through everything that I learned with martial arts, and keep it dreaming, keep it dreaming, keep it winning, keep it fighting. I think that's my goal.
And I mean, like with that in mind, man, like you have done so much already in your career and like want to see you keep fighting, but are you thinking about how much longer you do want to fight for? Has that entered your mind at all? Can you think
Yeah, no,
about
for
that
sure. Yeah, for
or
sure. Like it's not that much anymore, you know what I'm saying? I'm almost done, but not yet, but for sure, like almost time to close this book. But I'm excited, bro. I'm excited, but it's not yet,
Yeah.
But I'm excited to open my gym and like doing all the stuff, like work with another stuffs in my life, bring some good things for me, for my family. And bro, I'm just out over here trying to pay my bills, you know what I'm saying? Like every man around,
Yes.
and that's it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Cannot complain about that. Got to definitely take care of business. So,
Yeah.
man, it is wild though, man. Like I'm curious too for you with all the experience you do have now, Adriano. I love asking this question to fighters, but if you could go back in time, man, and like talk to yourself when you were very first starting MMA, what is the best advice that you would give yourself?
Bro, I just would say, Adriano, keep training, keep fighting because you're gonna achieve a lot of things. Go, don't be scared,
Hmm.
have courage, be disciplined, and do everything with love and passions. You're gonna achieve a lot of good things. Keep it going.
There you go, man. Nice and easy. Yeah, all you need is a little guidance sometimes, and that's a good piece of advice, man. So, all right,
Yeah.
Adriano. Well, I think on that note, man, we can leave it off. I don't want to keep you too long here. I know I'm a busy guy. I got a lot of things going on. So
Mhm.
I appreciate it though, man. I'm very, very excited to see you back and especially for, this big event that everybody's looking forward to. Biggest event of the year, right? I mean, one of the biggest events of all time. Netflix is going to be viewed by probably more people than anyone's ever seen for an MMA fight. So it is very cool,
Yes,
very
it's
exciting.
gonna be yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm happy uh to make part of this history, the first MMA event on Netflix, I think is gonna be like forever to remember, what I'm saying? That I'm truly happy to have this opportunity and I can't wait to put in a show for everybody and let's go.
Yes, absolutely, man. It's going to be a great time. So until then, I wish you the best of luck with the rest of training camp and everything in between, man. Hope you get to enjoy it out there in California, just overall. And yeah, just appreciate you taking the time so much, Adriano. So I will let you get on with the rest of your day, man. But just thanks so much for chatting for a bit, and can't wait to see the fight.
Okay, thank you very much. Thanks to having me. Us.
Yes.